Welcome to a 1 versus 1 Oranos mirror matchup. Because I've presented so many of these matches before, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase and not record the first 4 or 5 minutes. I'll just cut till after I start advancing because I'm going to pull out a standard 430. I'm expecting my opponent to also do a standard 430. Nothing out of the ordinary order. So yeah, I'm just going to cut a little bit later to the video. Alright, so I decided to just not cut the whole thing because he's already got all 3 scouts in my line of sight, so I'm expecting a very early Oracle rush. The only interesting thing that happened that you guys missed is I forgot to make a house. So I got a house for like 5 seconds, which is kind of awkward in an Oranos versus Oranos mirror matchup, but you know what happens. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting a strong rush. Actually, looks like he's going for a 430, not a 4-minute straight up. But there's no other reason he would send all 3 Oracle scouts to my base if he's not going to do a full-on Oracle rush. So that's the only thing I'm anticipating right now. Alright, so I confirmed his 3 scouts are right here next to his villager. He is going to cast the God Power as anticipated. We're both looking for the exact same strategy, which is casting Valor. And there we go, he's up just a second before me because I got delayed. Now, even though I'm very experienced with Oranos mirror matchups, I'm not really expecting to win this. Just because I played yesterday a 1700 voobly player who defeated me in an Oranos mirror matchup, so I'm sure that that could happen again. Not gonna dismiss that altogether. But the day I'm recording this, the voobly ratings got reset, so everybody's at 1600 right now. Oh, can't make a villager. I always prioritize villagers before army, so I'm not gonna not make a villager. Okay, he actually split up his oracles after all. They were all together earlier. I'm not sure what made him change his mind. But either way, casting heroes on oracles is kind of an all-in strategy. It's only good temporarily, not in the long run. So I'm just going to gather up some good relics. We got a monkey head, harmonica's necklace. Yeah, I'm just going to gather up some good relics and hope he doesn't snipe my heroes running for him. All 4 relics can be beneficial later in the game, because 2 of them are good for Arcus, and the other two are different. So monkey head, 2 Arcus, monkey head, and gold gathering. All of them can be beneficial for Oranos. So I'm just gonna hang on to each one of them. Oh boy. He's got a scout on me here, so I'm sure he's gonna attack. Alright, everything is in order. And there's the attack I was waiting for. So one thing I learned from losing a couple matches, Oranos versus Oranos, is you have to micro the Terma against the other Terma. That's the only way you can have the advantage to try to win the game. Looks like he's got a strong army advantage somehow. Not entirely sure how just yet. But aside from that, we are totally even on everything else. He definitely has more Murmillos. I'll try to snipe his scout so he doesn't see when I go for a second town center. So, I already said the first thing I learned from losing a lot of matches, but the other thing I learned, I don't know how he sees my scouts, that's so weird. The other thing I learned is I have to max out my army before going for the second town center, otherwise it's too greedy. I've done a lot of greedy plays where I didn't max out beforehand. So this time, I will make sure not to do that. So he's got my villager cornered. However, there it is, the pullback. He's really microing hard, just like I am. So we'll see what happens here. Gonna spread out a little bit so his shockwave doesn't impact all of my units. Oh, I'm housed. Again. Okay. Let's go for another house. Oops. Okay, so neither of us went for Prometheans, but because I have too much gold, like literally too much gold, I'm gonna have to do something about that soon. I'm just gonna rearrange my dudes. Oh, here we go. There's the shock. There's the counter shock. And oh, yeah, I didn't make Murmillos. Okay, so like I said, I have to micro the Terma, otherwise it is GG. I think he's got the upper hand here, but if I pull back, it's too late. So it's probably game over already. And I'm not really too concerned, as you guys can tell, because ladder's reset. I don't really care. So, okay, he did win this one. Okay, so I did lose that one. I don't know when I cut the video, but I basically just resigned. I hope the fight was still in the recording. But after the fight... Oh yeah, the fight was in the recording. After the fight, I resigned because obviously I lost the fight. But yeah, I was checking this guy's stats. He's over 1700 on voobly on the first day of reset, so I'm assuming he's 1800 plus. And he's only played Oranos in all those ranked matches, so obviously that's his main. And yeah, I'm just like unsure all of a sudden. Yeah, we're gonna go for another one, just a rematch. He is more experienced than me with Oranos mirror matchups, but we'll see what I can do. Anatolia used to be my favorite map. Not anymore though, because it's harder for Atlanteans. Either way, most players go for this side. I'm gonna go for the top side and see what happens. My playstyle is I like to take the second side right when I'm starting to advance, so we'll see how he does it. But either way, we both should be going for the exact same build order, 430 classic. I'll see if I can pull it off without even being a second delayed. It's usually very hard on Anatolia. Very possible on Mediterranean though. Okay, once again he's got a scout near me early. So far so good. I only made one fishing ship, no delays whatsoever. Pretty much even scores. He's up now. I was up earlier. Nothing happens in the early game in an Oranos versus Oranos mirror matchup, so I'm just gonna fast forward once again. Alright, so I'm advancing. I see him in the bottom seas. I don't see him in the top. So I'm just gonna do something cheeky. Actually, I'll take these 3 fish, and then I'll build a second dock all the way out of here. As well... Oh, he's doing the same thing, okay. As well as expand to the second one. That's kind of the cheeky move, going for 3 docks instead of the usual 2. Yeah, okay, looks like he is also gathering his scouts over here, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing, pretty much. And there it is. Expecting a clean 430 sweep. Woohoo! This is just a delay for his God Power cast. Oops, I put that house too far. Where's my third scout? Oh, it's across the map. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. I'll at least place my forward dock. That's gonna give me a little bit of an advantage. Wow, the scouts really do deal a lot of damage. Okay, so I guess the one tiny thing I'll be able to do is use my scouts near my villagers instead of away from them. So I'll get a free... Oh, I forgot to loot my... I forgot to loot my town center. I've been talking about advantage this whole time, where I forget to loot my own town center. Alright, we got the super hardcore Gosu insane micro from him once again, so I guess I'll have to match him on that. Okay, looks like he's got this dock down, which is perfectly fine. We both have one dock, basically. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Going for the Prometheans once again. Okay. Oh yeah, right here. I'll try to go for a semi-fast heroic. I don't know how good of an option that is, really, but it's better than nothing. Usually I go for 2 or 3 town centers before going for heroic, but I'm gonna go for heroic this time before going up. Okay, he's got me one on water pretty much on all sides. But I'm still gonna keep fighting for this one. Ah! I was watching this one professional play named Green Sea Sasquatch. F2 Squash is his username. And I was blown away to find out that he does not use any control groups. And I always recommend control groups to any level of player to improve their gameplay, so that just blew me away. What? Ah, always with that Gosu micro, as I call it. There we go. Countered the micro. We got some Hyperion. So he does have a fish advantage. But I'll see what I can do about that later in the game. Like, he's got this entire side, plus he's fighting me on the other side, which is at least more than nothing. Okay, so I'm not going to go for more than 2 town centers, and he does immediately spot my second town center, somehow, which is amazing. Oh, there it is, yeah, one Murmillo over there. Okay, he's got a full army somehow, so I actually cannot go for 2 town centers. Well, this is one of those rare times I'm gonna go for a watchtower on a water map. And if I don't go for town center with extra resources, I definitely do have to take my eco upgrades. Alright, there we go. So this side I will win, the other side he will win. It's as simple as it gets. Okay, if we fight, which I don't want to do right now, but if we do fight, I can use Chaos on his army before he has it. But he's gonna chase me to the back of my base first. Okay, pretty good position. Pretty good position. The water I'm not as fond of in case he masses up ships there, but it's alright. Still a pretty good position. Okay, he's got 2 town centers. I have to match him on that. He lost this side of the water. And there's the Murmillo scout. Man, this guy really focuses on his micro. He's literally controlling 1 unit to run away. As if saving that is going to do too much in the game. But it's okay. You know, instead of complaining, I will simply... Oh, there's his villager. I will simply go mythic and try to beat him in the aging game at least. Oh yeah, I'll be able to attack him on water too. Now he will retaliate, so I gotta get ready for that. It's not gonna be a free win on this side by any means. Okay, he went Thea instead of Hyperion. Very interesting. He will have the Dryad advantage. But, yeah, I thought the metagame completely changed to Hyperion, so interesting. Okay, like I said, I will just try to get to Mythic before he does. Because I do have the advantage outside of the town center. What? My units are trapped, of course. Okay. And ideally, I should move forward a bit more, too. More town centers or something. But I think this Hecate will give me a slight bit of an advantage. As soon as I hit Mythic. Okay, I gotta retreat. I could also beat him in upgrade count, because he doesn't have medium Murmillos yet. Okay, that's all I'll try to do. He does see my third TC, I think, and have his destroyers. Yeah, so he's got an Oracle Scout on every base, I think. That's what it is. Well, I don't have Chaos ready yet. I wish I would. Oh! Oh, I misclicked. I meant to click the bird, of course. Well, another fight down. I guess he's not going for this. I don't know. I'll get this. Oh wow, this costs less favor now. It used to cost 30 favor. Okay, so he is going for here after all. I need Shockwave and Chaos to try to win this fight. Actually, on the other hand, I'm just gonna go straight for his base and see if I can damage him well enough with the Tartarian. Yeah, no, I'll go for both. I'll do the Shock Chaos combo. There we go. And now he's retreating, for which I will simply use that one God Power. I wish I had Termas remaining so I could run across the map. But it's alright. Whew. I feel like his army is stronger than mine. Should I still be making Terma? Actually, I never made Terma this round, I just realized. Huh. Gold is gonna be a problem. Without a question. Yeah, gold is already a problem, without a question. Oops. Well, looks like he might win this game again. Somehow. I just need Terma, really, to cast Tartarian in his base. But yeah, it's interesting because people always go Hyperion nowadays, except this guy. And he kind of just demonstrated that Thea defeats Hyperion in a 1 versus 1 mirror matchup. Which is strange, because, like, I've seen professionals go for Hyperion, and people kind of look at me like a noob because I didn't go for Hyperion earlier. But then this happens, which kind of shows without a doubt that Hyperion loses versus Thea. So yeah, I guess I'll resign. I don't really see much of a way to win from this. Yeah, it looks like Thea definitely defeats Hyperion in the Heroic Age. Very, very weird, because the earlier years I was recording for this channel, and I posted Oranos clips, I only ever went through Thea. But I only started using Hyperion lately, because it seems like a stronger option. Seems like it's only, Thea's only stronger in the Oranos matchup, apparently.